What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And yes, this is where we at. So we got Myron Gaines in the broadcast room. He's on one of his college debates and things like that. And this gentleman that you see here is going to, try to debate him on the fact that we need open borders. And I find it to be crazy that you would want open borders and just everybody from anywhere or any type of background just can come in the country that you reside in and it's just going to be okay. But we're going to dive off into this. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Borders are good. Like there should be less national border security.
Okay, so you're more pro mass immigration.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
So it's like 3 minutes, chill a few. 4
Just
minutes.
try to summarize your top points if you can.
Okay, just like very quickly. I think first is if you were a Nazi, you would want open borders because during World War II, the Nazis lost World War II. They don't have enough manpower. The Soviets, they recruit all types of people. Doesn't matter.
No, the Nazis lost World War II because they were assholes. And the world didn't agree with what they were trying to do. That's the reason why they lost. They could have opened the borders all they wanted to, which they weren't going to open the borders because they were highly racist people. And they wanted to delete everybody on the planet. Man, including his ancestors. Jesus Christ, bro. This is crazy out here.
What color they are. So they just destroyed the Nazis. I think that there's a massive national security issue with China attacking the United States. And now we need more people working here. We need immigrants. We need useful, productive people. And if we close the border and just keep ourselves in an echo chamber, we're just going to die out. And like countries who will take in the immigrants just dominate us. I think immigrants are better in terms of economic productivity. I think they're better people. And yeah, I'll stop there for now. But yeah.
All of them or just some of them?
I believe the majority. Obviously, there's some bad.
What? Man, what is going on in these colleges? Hey, listen, look, man, we're hearing it now. They've been talking about these colleges on the internet for quite some time. Not just the internet, just period. Colleges are not giving our offspring, regardless of color, race, whatever, they're not giving our offspring anything that they need to actually be a tangible citizen for America. This is crazy right here, that this young man would sit here and try to tell us that we need to bring in whoever. No stipulations, no guidelines, no understanding of these people's backgrounds and making sure these people are safe people to bring over here. Jesus Christ, bro. This is crazy.
Migrants, but I think majority like pros outweigh the cons.
Well, this is like a multi-pronged issue because I see what you're saying, because you're arguing from the perspective of, well, we need more people. And I think what we really, if we're going to go from that angle, we need people having kids. The birth rates are low, right?
You can't force people to have kids, though. It's a choice for them.
Yeah, no, I know. But what I'm trying to say is like that comes from another problem, which is why I'm so critical of feminism. Like birth rates are low.
Well, let's talk about migration, though.
But it's important because that plays into it. Like the reason why we bring immigrants in a lot of the times is because the birth rates are low, right? We see this happening in Japan right now. They've had falling birth rates for a very long time, but they just started allowing Nigerians to come in and foreigners to replace the population. And the problem is that when you bring too many immigrants in, they bring their culture. They don't want to assimilate. They don't want to learn the language. They bring some of their weird customs there. And what ends up happening is a lot of these people simply don't assimilate. Now, with that said, there are immigrants that come here and contribute and assimilate, but a lot of them don't. And that's the problem. And
right. And that's the problem. And we want to negate that problem and things over here because, America, we've lost our way. We completely lost ourselves over here. We're allowing this from around the world. Some of them snuck in, some of them at certain parts of certain government that was in charge at certain points, snuck people in through some fake ass illusion of, immigration. And giving people fake ass passes and stuff like that. And I'm just going to put it that way because that's what it was. Fake passes to come over here. Jesus Christ, man. This is wild. And the thing of this is, what Myron was saying, basically, we can't just, allow this to happen. We've allowed it for too long. And this is where we at now. And our young people who grew up over here, I guarantee he probably grew up over here. He's for actually allowing other people from other places, no matter their background, who cares where they come from, things like that, to come over here. Man, these type of people got to be stopped. This type of thinking has to be stopped.
What ends up happening when you do this is a lot of these people don't have nationalistic tendencies. I'll give you an example. Like in protests of the ICE riots, right? We had a bunch of people in California and LA protesting with Mexican flags. That's crazy to me. I'm like, wait, hold on. So you're mad about getting deported to Mexico, but you're walking in the United States with the Mexican flag. If it's so great, go back. Why are you mad about deportation?
Right.
But that's the problem when you bring in a lot of people in that are foreigners. They don't have a respect and an appreciation for the United States, and they're not nationalists. I think we need to bring back nationalism where you carry one passport, you care about one country, and you put your nation first, and we've lost that.
Okay. I want
to look at how he looking. But dude, you live over here. Now, I don't know this young man's background. I don't know how his family's background and stuff like that, because listen, look, he definitely is of Asian descent. Let me say it correctly, because I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. But the thing of this is he's over here now. I'm pretty sure that he's probably been over here for generations. He speaks clear English, so he's not first generation, like that. And he's been over here long enough to know and acclimate himself. And I'm pretty sure his family probably doesn't agree with him with this mess that he's talking out the side of his neck, because they probably came over here, worked hard, actually, did their due diligence to become legal citizens. And now their ancestors sitting around here talking out the side of his neck about just allowing anybody into this country. Man, his people got to be so disappointed.
I want to go to your point. So I remember you were debating a Jewish person, like we were calling out bad Jewish behavior. So I want to talk about your point. You've said that there are bad migrants. Obviously, I agree with the premise that there are bad migrants, but would you say the majority of migrants are bad? Majority of migrants are not assimilating?
Here's the thing. There's other things that come into it as well. It's not just assimilation, productivity. Are they following the laws? Are they contributing? Like there's a multitude of different things that would play into it. And then keep in mind that a lot of them are breaking the law. We're talking about migrants that come in illegally.
I understand. Yes, including, I think the majority of migrants, whether they come in illegally or legally, majority of them are good. They produce more for the country than bad things for the country.
I think that if you're coming over here legally, you have to actually pay to come over here. So anybody that's working hard to, pay the fee that it takes to go through the immigration process and make sure that they get the proper documentation and things like that, they're not here to, destroy. They're here to acclimate themselves to the country because they want to be here and things like that. Anybody that's paying any money is wanting what they want. People got to work hard to get money like that to pay for, their legal documentation and to become legal citizens here. They're not charging people $200-300 to become legal citizens in America. They're charging thousands of dollars. So, these people are not coming over here playing around. And the people that have actually paid that money to come over here and be legal and things like that, they're also upset that, this situation was completely botched under the previous administration. And they just allowed all these crazy people to come over here and stuff like that, trafficking and a bunch of other stuff that went down just a few years ago. Jesus Christ, y'all got to have long memories out here. This is crazy, though.
These are statistics. Like, I can tell you the studies, the facts, but I'm out of time. But it's up to you if you want to keep.
Are you talking about illegal aliens?
Including all immigrants, so that would include illegal ones.
Yeah, well, yeah, I want to go off of, because we would need to cut out the illegal ones because they came here illegally. So that's, you can't come here illegally.
Well, if we made them legal, wouldn't that solve the issue? Like make all migrants legal?
No, because then you're rewarding them. You're rewarding them for being here for breaking the law.
We make all migration legal, so there's no illegal immigrants anymore. So
how you make all? What? Dude, your ancestors from your homeland don't even. He can't even go. What? Man, let a real American go to his ancestors' homeland and just break in there illegally and find out what's gonna happen. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know why they want America to be done so dirty. When they over here eat, sleeping, shitting, taking up all our precious air. Jesus Christ, man. Definitely taking up all our precious air. I'm so hurt by that. Jesus, you breathe the same air that I'm blessed to breathe over here. Man, get your disgusting ass away from here.
Supporting everyone equally.
No, that we can't. If you don't have a that's the problem, dude. If you don't have a border, you don't have a nation.
Right.
The U.S. did not have border security for like the first 2 centuries,
And that's a big problem.
so you think the U.S. from 1700 1900 was doing horribly? You think the U.S. was a
times have
declining
changed.
power?
Times have changed significantly. Like now, we're an established country. We have certain things in place. We have a solid infrastructure that's created. Mass immigration at this point isn't really needed. I think we need to focus on what we got going on over here. I mean, it's just you lose a lot of identity when you bring in mass immigration.
Sure.
It creates issues.
Okay.
So he brought up the first basically era in American history. Now, at that point, it was a little different, and was huge different. Let's just be honest about that. Different people at that time were living. The moral lifestyle, morality was in place very heavily. Religion was in place very heavily, things like that. So people that did come over here, and you can go as far as, the Ellis Island, New York, things like that. They came over here to live as an American. They acclimated themselves. You had the Italians, Jews, other cultures and stuff like that. They came over here in those earlier times because they wanted to be American and they wanted to, achieve a better life, things like that their countries at that time couldn't do. Because, America was on the rise and thriving amongst the world. And those other countries, wasn't doing anything. China just started getting itself together in the fucking late 80s. Like the mid 80s and stuff like that, early 90s, when we sold all our jobs and stuff like that over to them, manufacturing, because before then, if y'all remember, Maytag made our washing machines and all that. We made a lot of stuff here at home. Our cars, clothes, we made a shit ton of stuff here at home. And they shipped that shit off in the late 80s and early 90s over there to China for cheaper labor, all types of stuff. And this is where we at right now. China done built their infrastructure up. You go to China right now, man, you can't do shit over there. Illegal. They got their stuff so locked down, and in certain places in China, from what I've seen, I've never been to China. I'm not finna, even play that game. I've never been to China, but from things I've seen over there in those major cities, dude, it is beautiful over there. They got stuff arranged and things like that off the fact that we sold our jobs over to them. And they work for those pennies and built something great. Stop it, bro.
I agree that there are some migrants who are bad, but I'm still not sure why you think the majority of migrants are bad. The U.S. did not have fences on the U.S.-Mexico border until 1990, yet you would agree in 1970 the U.S. is doing amazing. So how are you're like telling people, oh my gosh, migrants are going to destroy the country, they're going to take your jobs, they're going to ruin the world. But the U.S. is doing great.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we can't just let everybody in.
Right.
Okay. We simply can't just let everybody in. And then also the other thing, like why open borders are bad is because drugs come in, people come in, terrorists come in. It's a national security problem.
Real quick. I think the terrorists are going to come in whether or not we have open borders or not because they're terrorists. Second, more importantly,
should we make it easier for them?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No. Yeah. Wait. Yes. Because
you want to make it easy for. Shit. Man, his parents gotta be. Wow. I mean, do his parents agree with this type of thinking? Because he got some stinking thinking. I mean, it is halitosis out the side of his neck. Jesus Christ. He said, okay, to open borders for terrorists.
Open borders just makes it easier for them. Like, you know what I mean? It's
not. It doesn't make it easier. The holding of open borders doesn't make it easier for them. Whether or not we put in border security or not, they're going to get in no matter what. Like, you don't think cartels like dumb enough, like smart enough to get their past?
Let me make sure I understand your worldview so I can properly engage with it.
Yeah.
So, are you saying that like everyone just can come in?
I believe the bad people can get in no matter what. Yes. I believe bad people can get in no matter what, but the good people can't get in. So
yeah, so you're against any type of immigration screening. Like you just
very
you're here with a
very
passport.
minimal amount. Like yes, I do.
Like no. I'm saying like you're saying for like in your worldview, customs would be there at the border and they just let anybody in with a valid passport from any country.
I would say on the U.S.-Mexico border, I'm not going to debate out those countries. Specifically, U.S.-Mexico border, almost no border security. Like barely just fences.
Yeah, that's crazy,
That's
dude. See, this is the problem. Like, have you ever been to Southwest border?
Oh yeah, I live in Texas. I'm from Brownsville.
And you're for open borders?
Yes, sir. I'm from Texas. I was born in Texas for 10 years. I lived in Texas for 17 years.
And you're from the Valley?
Yes. No. Yes. The border.
Yeah.
I lived in El Paso,
Brownsville is
I live in Brownsville.
Because I spent a lot of time in Laredo. I know exactly where Brownsville is.
Yeah, I've been there too. Yeah.
I lived
all
like
across Texas.
Yeah, dude, it's shocking to me that you live on the Southwest border and you think we should have open borders. Like, do you not see like a majority of the drugs in the United States come in through the Southwest border?
Think the cartel,
there's an enormous amount of violence on the border. You know?
Yes, I've seen that. I think those bad people would have gone in whether or not we have border security or not. The cartel would have gone in no matter what. I think what's really important is that I had friends in school who need their family, who are good people to come in. The government is not letting them come in. So if we just let everybody in, that would solve the unfairness aspect you discussed, and it wouldn't destroy the country.
Man, life ain't fair. What is he talking about? The unfairness. Life is not fair. Man, did his parents teach him anything, or did they probably teach him something and he just ignoring the real information? Some of these, man, this college shit, bro, this new age college stuff is something totally different. This is ridiculous out here that he thinks that we're supposed to just open the borders for anybody when any other country in the world would not do anything like that. Dude, we as Americans, we cannot go anywhere else and just storm their borders and bring our children and do this and that. And they give us free fucking health care and they give us, government assistance and all. What are you talking about? Man, this is mind blowing. The talking out of the side of your neck. Jesus, bro, this is sad that we have these type of traitors living amongst us.
Because we had no border security for so long and our country was doing amazing. And now, like more than ever, we don't have enough people to fight China or national security threats or like people to produce things. Our economy is going to the shitter because there's no people here to do shit.
Traditional dropshipping is dead.
Man, this boy here.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. Like we just don't have the resources to accommodate everybody and bring everybody in. We just can't do that. And the other thing too, like let's look at the Southwest border. If for anyone that's ever been down there, I encourage you guys to go to Southwest border, right?
I've been there.
Like,
sir, yes.
Okay, I get it that you're from there, but for everybody in here that's probably not from there, you feel like you're in Mexico. People don't speak English. The streets are all fucked up and dirty. It's like that. You do not feel like you're in the United States. And this is what I mean when I say, when you allow mass immigration, you lose the identity of the country. Now imagine we just open up the borders. The entire United States is going to feel like Mexico basically Mexico because it's a close border or wherever people are from. Like I am not a fan of turning the United States into these third world countries of where people came from, because that's what happens. They bring their culture over, they bring their customs over, and that ruins the American identity.
Okay.
Right. This is where we at. It is what it is here, man. Myron totally right. I don't understand what this young man talking about. He talking out the side of his neck. It's definitely disappointing that our colleges and stuff like that are not teaching these young people tangible things that they need to be the best American citizens that they can possibly be. And we're sitting around here having debates on our dime over here with these people that are traders amongst us, living here, still shopping at these grocery stores, buying the clothes, breathing up all our good air over here. What else they're doing? Shitting in our toilets that we built for man. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't even fathom this type of mindset that you will be okay with just open borders, allowing criminals in, all types of stuff. Did y'all see what happened to Lake and Riley? Do y'all remember what happened in Colorado when they basically took over a bunch of apartment complexes, Trinidad Alagua? Y'all remember how hard it was to get Trinidad Alagua up out of here? Man, do y'all remember that psychopath with this that patched hair and stuff like that that stabbed that little girl at a baseball game somewhere in the middle of what was that? What was that? That was Jesus Christ, Indiana, I think it was. They was at a baseball game having fun. And this man, and we got these so-called educated idiots out here that's actually going for the fact that they want America to be open like that. And just allow all these people without any screening, without any background checks to just come over here. Oh, it'll be okay if we just, abolish immigration and think, what? Man, like I've said in previous broadcasts, bro, we got to deal with the traitors first. America's not going to survive unless we deal with the traitors first. The people that are, born here, and things like that, that are turning their backs on their own country. We're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to clean this up. We're not going to get any real structure. We're not going to actually make sure that, us as Americans who love our country, regardless of background, stuff like that, descendant of slave, whoever, whatever. If we don't deal with the traitors, we're going to have a huge problem. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.